Hi everybody, I'm Preston's 8 Legs. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to handle your tarantula if you choose to do so. Okay, so the first thing that you really want to do if you do choose to handle your tarantula is you want to pick out what tarantula obviously you want to choose to handle. Um, that's going to be up to you. Obviously, it depends on the species, depends on how big they are, depends on a whole lot of things. So, I'm going to run it by you guys here real quick about my spread of tarantulas that I have and how I'm going to choose which one I'm going to try to handle today and explain to you guys and let you guys know, you know, the benefits of handling, the negatives of handling, and if you do choose to do handling, how to do it properly. So, my first tarantula here is my green bottle blue. I'm just gonna say it because the Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. I know I butchered that. I'm sorry, but this one is his name is Tie Dye. I'm not gonna choose this one to handle because he's a little bolty. He's not like he's never ran away, but like if I open this, he see yeah I just barely touched it and he's spooked and ready to go. So I'm not gonna choose to do him today because for that obvious reason, and I'll explain a little bit more in depth a little bit later here. The next one here is Curly. Now, I may choose to handle him because he is so kind of chill and calm. At the same time, he does like to hide whenever I do come around. But we'll try and we'll see which one ends up being pretty good today. The next one here is Silk. This is my I'm blanking. Grammosolopulchra. There we go. You can't really see them because they're down in there and they're jet black tarantula, but they're down in a cave right there. I may try to handle them as well because they are pretty calm. They've never been really fast. They always been really great with me, so I may try to handle them, but depends. I'm not gonna bother them in the little hut, and when we get back over here, I'll explain to you guys exactly a little bit more in detail about how I choose to do that. Next one here is Julio. I may or may not choose to handle him today because you can see his butt is very, very big and it's kind of shiny, so he looks like he may be in pre-molt. So that may lead to me choosing not to because I don't want to stress him out while he's in pre-molt so that in case he does molt here soon, he doesn't have any complications because of me stressing him out and while I'm holding him. Next one over here is Roman. He's my Grammosolopulchripes. And he's looking like he may be the best prospect to handle today because he's the most active out of all my tarantulas, and he's pretty chill. Sometimes he can be a little bit skittish, but it is what it is. So I'm maybe trying to handle him today. Jacqueline is up here. She is my newest spider, my jumping spider, my regal jumping spider. And her, I'm almost sure I will show holding her today. So because I've already held her and she's been terrific with it. So we should definitely be able to see me holding her today. And then there is Cinnamon, my Brachypelma amelia. I'm not going to hold them today because if you see here, they just molted and just recently. So I don't want to hold them because I don't know if they're hard enough yet and I don't want to damage them. Plus they had not eaten yet because they just molted. And of course you had to wait for them to harden up properly before you can feed them. So I don't want them mistaking me for their first snack since the molt. So I'm not going to bother them today. I'm just going to let them do their thing and leave them alone. And we'll choose another one. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, the first one here is Roman, my Grammosolopulchripes or Pulchripes, whichever you like to say it. I've asked people, and they say it both ways. So, I'm just gonna fluctuate between the two because I'm not sure exactly how to speak Latin. So, we'll try our best. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to handle him. So, the only tool that you ever should use for trying to handle your tarantula, in my opinion, is a paintbrush here, makeup paintbrush. You can use a regular paintbrush, and that's fine. I just like these makeup ones because they're a little bit softer. The bristles are a lot softer, and the reason why you use this is because this I say irritates, but it does. It irritates them a little bit, but it just, kind of tickles them, I guess you could say, to coax them in going into a certain direction that you want them to go. So you just kind of do this on the butt or on the legs, and that'll kind of guide them to where you want them to go, and you can get them to go up the wall onto your hand or whatever if they want to do that. Because handling all comes down to what the tarantula wants to do. If they don't want to be bothered, and you're kind of tickling them a little bit with the brush, and they're just running away, they're flicking hairs, or they're doing a threat pose, you know what? That's fine. They don't want to be bothered. Leave them alone. That's the best thing to do, is to just leave them alone, because then it's better for the tarantula, it's better for you, and that's the best thing that you can ask for. So I'm gonna get set up here a little bit and show you guys how I'm gonna try to coax Roman here and try to see if I can handle him. So okay guys, so I have Roman here. He's pretty up front. He's right here up front. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I do if I do want to handle him. So before I do that, I am gonna go over why you may want to handle the tarantula. It's because we're human. Because if we have a pet, obviously a lot of people want to hold them. You see people with reptiles. Obviously, you have cats and dogs, and people want to touch them. You want to hold them. You want to feel them. You want to know what they feel like, and that just connects you and bonds you a little bit more. And that's great. It's a great feeling to have. It's awesome that you want to be bonded with your animal more. I totally understand and I totally get it. Now, cats and dogs, obviously it depends with them too, but they're a lot easier to touch. If you have a reptile, obviously a lot of reptile owners will tell you that it definitely depends on the animal if they're going to allow you to touch them and hold them. And that's the same thing with a tarantula or a spider. It depends on the species. If you have an old world species that they have a higher potency for venom and they're a lot faster, obviously it's not a great idea to even try to attempt to hold them, which is fine. Now, all my tarantulas are old world, which means that they come from the Western Hemisphere, which is like America, Canada, Mexico, Central America, South America, all that. So that means that, yeah, they do have venom, but it's less potent, and they have urticating hairs, which is what is on their butt. So they'll flick that at me if they don't, want me around. Or, as all tarantulas can do, they can threat pose, which they'll put up their front hands or the front arms and show, hey, look at my teeth, and back away, leave me alone. And you see any one of those things, that just means no way are you going to be handling me today. So, which that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I understand. Because I would not be necessarily thrilled if a giant person decided, hey, I'm going to reach down your home and I'm going to tickle you until you, come in my hand. So, I'm going to show you guys here how I'm going to try to coax him. It may or may not work. If he doesn't want to cooperate, that's fine. This video, you may see me hold a tarantula. You may not see me hold a tarantula, but I'm going to try to show you guys exactly, the both sides of it. Success and failure. That way you guys can, see the real thing. So I'm just going to tickle him here. He has his little arms here. Oh, okay. He's turning towards me like I'm feeding him or anything. I just fed him yesterday, so he should not be hungry, and his butt's all nice and big. So, okay. So he is... Oh, okay. Looks like he may be coming up. Just kind of, I'm not putting any pressure on him or anything. I'm just lightly with the paintbrush, just kind of touching him so that his hairs touch the brush hairs, and that it can kind of coax him in a way. Obviously, he's kind of like not going the exact direction I wanted to go. I need him to kind of go up a wall. Where you go, bud? Looks like he may be going a little bit. Okay, alright. He doesn't want to go, guys, so he just keeps going, more away from me, which is fine. That's, that's expected, obviously. I'm not expecting him to actually want to come out and let me hold him, so that's fine. I'm going to leave him alone, and we're just not going to be able to hold him today, so we'll go to the next one. Okay, guys, so here is Julio, my Brachypelma Hamoi. He is my first tarantula I've ever had. I've never held him yet, but I was close to, but I just did not want to hold him that day, so I just decided to let him stay back in his enclosure. So, like I said, I think he's in pre-molt. It's kind of hard to tell. He looks like he's in pre-molt, but he's just gotten there, so I think that he should be fine. We'll see. So we'll just, lightly brush him on his butt, see if he does anything. Sometimes you touch him and they don't really do too much of anything, but we'll see. He has had a desire to go up on the wall before, so we'll see. Okay. So now I'm going to bring my hand here so that when he does come over, actually I'm going to put my hand inside a little bit so that in case he falls, he has me to catch him. So, okay, inch him up here. Okay. Well, dude, you can't really stay there the whole time. So, you gotta do something. You either go up or go down. And like I said, guys, I'm just lightly brushing him just to see if he'll, go up the wall anymore or, do anything. So, we'll see here. Okay, come on. Okay, he's kind of chilling out there right now. So what I'll do is I'll come back if he makes any progress, and if he does, you'll see that. If not, then we'll just move on to the next spider. Okay, guys, so I used another technique here, which is, just using a catch cup. So, as you can see, he's, out. It's a little bit easier to do this because you can actually get it down into the enclosure. Because these tarantula cribs have lips for the sliding lids, so it makes them a little bit difficult for them to climb out, which is fine. It's better to be safe and, have a secure lid than, an easy one for them to walk out on. So I just got him in the cup here. So when I'm doing this, I'm just letting him just stay there, holding my hand, and just, not trying to move too much and see if he'll, want to come out or anything. It's a little bit difficult right now because now I don't have the brush in my hand, so I can't, coax him or anything. So right now it's all up to him. So right now it's just a waiting game. Come on, bud. Let's see if I can set him down here. Okay, maybe I can do this. Just hold it like this. Now just lightly brush them. There we go. Now he just kind of walks out slowly. And now this is it. This is it. This is just handling your tarantula. Let me focus there. This is handling your tarantula. This is just you just sitting still like a statue and just letting them do what they're going to do. So, obviously it's not necessarily like petting them or cuddling with them or anything, but this is, this is the reality of if you want to hold your tarantula, this is what it is. You're just letting them just kind of sit on you. Obviously right now he's not necessarily, thrilled because this is like a foreign area to him. He's out of his habitat. So, this is just this is an adventure for him, which obviously, causes for a little bit of excitement, a little bit of stress, but right now he doesn't seem, too scared. He's not, threat posing, of course, thank goodness, because if he's on my hand and he's threat posing, that's, it's not going to end too well. So, he's not kicking hairs, so that's good. So, yeah, so this is pretty much it, guys. This is, just holding your tarantula and how you do it. Just use this little brush here and it coaxes them, and, that's the best way you're going to do it. Now, when I'm done here, I'll explain a little bit more about, the pros and the cons of holding a tarantula and exactly, why some people say don't do it, why some people say, yeah, you can, and, discuss that a little bit. Okay, real quick, guys. I just wanted to show you. So basically, he was right here on my hand, and all I did was I had this cup sitting down on the table, and I just lightly put my hand up against it and took this brush and just lightly coaxed him to it so that he's back in the cup now. And now I'm gonna take this cup back, put it back in the enclosure, and then just use the brush to kind of coax him back in. And you back out. There we go. And now he's back in his enclosure. I'm sure he's a lot happier now. And the stress is over. And he's happier. I'm happier for him. And, I feel a little bit more bonded to him. It's just a thing of, humans always want to touch stuff. They always want to feel it. They always want to, know what something feels like, especially when it's something that they love. So, I love my tarantulas. I love all my spiders. I love my tarantulas. I just love animals. So, getting to touch them really does add a, totally new experience to it. And especially for something like this, it's so unique and quote unquote exotic. So, it's definitely a cool thing to do, in my opinion. So, just wanted to show you guys that real quick about getting them back in. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So before I have Jacqueline here, so we're gonna try to see if I can hold her today. Right now, she's kind of in her hammock, and she molted not too long ago, but she's eaten since then, so I don't have to worry about that. But it may be a little bit tricky because she does have like this whole hammock here. You can see up and in the top. She's kind of like got this whole thing webbed from end to end here, so which is cool because she feels nice and secure. And if you look at her butt right there, she just looks amazing with those colorations. And the reason why I call her Jacqueline is because if you look, you can kind of see in her butt there's like two orange dots and then another orange dot below it, so it kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern. So I call her Jacqueline because she's female. So I just figured it fit because my dad came up with that name. And I said, okay, it definitely fits. So we'll go with that one. So, but basically what I wanted to say was, so handling a tarantula. A lot of people say you shouldn't do it. One, because it causes unnecessary stress, and it causes, stress for you, stress for the tarantula, and just, a lot of things can go wrong, which is 100% true. All those things can definitely happen. Now, some people say, yeah, you definitely can. You just have to take the proper precautions, because obviously you don't want to just willy-nilly just throw your hand into an enclosure and then have a spider, start crawling on you because you don't know about that specific spider without testing. With the brush, you can test the temperament for that day. You can see if they're going to be chill, if they're going to be skittish or whatnot. So you can that's a good way to know. Plus, you don't want to cause unnecessary stress. That's only been the fourth time I've held a tarantula. That's the first time I held Julio. And I'm not going to do that again for a long time, especially not with him, because I just don't want to cause him that stress. At the end of the day, the whole thing is about the care and the betterment of the animal. It's not necessary. It shouldn't be for you, but there is a certain factor to it. Of obviously the animal is yours, so you do want to have some sort of connection with it, which is totally reasonable, and it's understandable. It's just a human thing that we have. So touching it is one thing that brings us closer to them. And I'm a believer that yes, you can. Should you do it often? No. And if you're gonna do it, make sure you do it with the right tarantula, the right spider, and make sure you have the proper equipment, and make sure you're prepared and experienced enough to do it. Now, I'm not saying that I've had 10 years experience or anything, because I haven't, but I've had enough experience to know what the signs are of a tarantula that does not want to be messed with. So that's what I'll say on that topic. I just, yeah, you can. Just make sure that you're doing it properly. That's the only thing. And if you're not, stop immediately and walk away, and don't try it until you learn how to do it properly. So. Okay, guys, so I just spent just past couple of minutes just trying to see if she'll work with me today, and she's not, and that's fine. She's just kind of up in her hammock. She's a very, reclusive, I guess you could say, jumping spider. She built this hammock and she likes staying in it. I've seen her, come out and wander around in here when she's wanting to hunt, but like I said, she did just eat yesterday, so she may just be full, and she just may be saying, you know what, I'm being a homebody, don't bother me, and it's perfectly fine. I understand. If when I'm home, I'm not wanting to come back out. I'm not really wanting to do too much after that. So, but yeah, just to end it off, I just wanted to say, I understand some people that do say, don't ever do that, don't cause more stress for the animal. And honestly, I don't ever want to cause stress for my animals. I don't. But at the same time, I do understand people's need and desire to want to connect more with the animal. So I just want to make this video, showing how I do it and how I think is a good way to do it, so that in case anybody does have the idea to do it, they can hopefully watch this video and many others, and have a little bit more experience and have a little bit more confidence on how to do it. Which, confidence is everything. If you don't have the confidence to do something, that leads to doing something wrong, obviously. And then if you don't have the confidence, then you won't try again if you fail. And it's okay to fail. You just have to learn from it. So if you have the confidence, it makes it a lot easier to try to attempt to do something. So, well, guys, thank you very, very much for watching my videos. My last video that I just uploaded, which was, I believe, showing off her and doing this housing, I think within 4 days, I'm up to like 190 some views. So that's amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. That's just awesome. I'm so happy that so many of you guys have been commenting and enjoying the videos, and I really enjoy making them, and I look forward to doing some more. I filmed a couple of shorts yesterday of some feedings, so those I'm planning on releasing on Tuesdays and seeing how well that does, and then keeping the regular video uploads to Fridays. So we'll keep that up, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you guys keep enjoying them, and if you guys have any suggestions or questions or anything, please feel free to comment. I love reading your guys' comments and replying to them, and I really have an amazing time knowing that you guys like watching these videos. So, and also, if you guys do enjoy the videos, please like, subscribe, and comment, and then also turn on that notification bell. I know that sounds so YouTuber-y, but it does, because I've never turned on bells before for any YouTubers I subscribe to, because I just didn't feel the need to. But I have talked to some people that have turned on the notification bell for me, and they have said, yeah, as soon as you upload, it's right there. So that's just, it just helps, because then I know some people go like, oh man, I didn't even know you uploaded a new video, because it just got lost in the whole sauce of all the other videos that I subscribe to. So, which is understandable. So, but if you do enjoy it, please, I really appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification bell. Anything you do, I really appreciate. Obviously, I'm not doing this I don't have no sponsors. I don't have any advertisements or anything. I just like doing this because I love my animals. I love talking about them, and I love sharing them with you guys. So I know these videos run pretty long. I don't try to. I know some of my other videos that are shorter do pretty well, but I enjoy showing you guys these. I enjoy talking with you guys, and I enjoy just showing you guys everything in length and not all cut up and all, not detail oriented is what I would say. So thank you guys very much. Have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.